Perth Radio, Golf Romeo Mike Papa Sierra Radio checking airfield details please.
Golf Romeo Mike Papa Sierra, Perth Radio, good morning, runway 27 right hand, QNH 1024.
271024, we're one on board, 4 hours fuel, and VFR to East Fortune East.
Papa Sierra, roger.
Cool, Papa Sierra's rolling 27.
210 at 8.
This trip today is from Perth to East Fortune, routing via Edinburgh Airport. We're taking off from Perth, runway 27, which is in a westerly direction, and as we take off, we'll turn left towards the south, at which point you can see Scone and Perth in the distance. It's a lovely day, as you can see from these fluffy cumulus clouds, which means that it may be a bit bumpy. This is a shot of the same takeoff taken from a wing-mounted camera, which doesn't have the distraction of the instrument panel in front of you and is better for viewing the scenery. Once again, we're now turning left and heading towards Perth. We're now heading south towards Kinnoul Hill and the Friarton Bridge over the Tay. To the left in the distance you can see the Lomond Hills.
Golf Papa Sierra, we're approaching the Tay, we'll transfer now to Scottish.
Papa Sierra, roger.
Here's the Tay with Kinfauns Castle just passing underneath us and the Friarton Bridge off to the right.
Scottish, Golf Romeo Mike Papa Sierra.
Golf Romeo Mike Papa Sierra, Scottish, hello to you, flash message.
Golf Papa Sierra is an RB12, just departed Perth for East Fortune East, VFR routing via the Edinburgh zone. We're currently at 2,700 feet, looking for a basic service.
Golf Papa Sierra, roger, thank you. Score for me, 7401, it's a basic service.
7401, Golf Papa Sierra.
We now have the River Erne in front of us with Bridge of Erne and the M90 off to the right. Here we are still following the M90 towards the south. You may recognise the wiggle of the road as it heads towards Glenfarg, which you'll see here on the right of the M90, which of course is on the west side as we're heading towards the south.
Scottish, Golf Papa Sierra.
Golf Papa Sierra, Scottish.
You're obviously very busy. We're at Kinross. We'll transfer now to Edinburgh approach.
Golf Papa Sierra, thank you. Free call to Edinburgh 121.205, squawk conspicuity.
121.205 and 7,000, Golf Papa Sierra, thanks.
Thanks for the help.
Here we are now approaching the big loop of the M90 around Milnathort and further in the distance Kinross, with Loch Leven off to your left.
Edinburgh approach, Golf Romeo Mike Papa Sierra, request zone transit.
Golf Romeo Mike Papa Sierra and radar. Hello, Papa.
Golf Papa Sierra is an RB12, recently departed Perth for East Fortune, VFR. We're currently overhead Kinross at 2,500, looking for a zone transit via Kelty, the bridges overhead, and the ski slope.
Golf Papa Sierra, squawk 0430.
0430 for Golf Papa Sierra.
We're now overhead Kinross. You can see the golf courses on the left and Loch Leven behind, and to the right is junction 6 of the M90.
Golf Papa Sierra, basic service, Edinburgh QNH 1025.
Basic service 1025, Papa Sierra.
Golf Romeo Mike Papa Sierra, clear to transit the zone, healthy bridges overhead and ski slopes, VFR not above altitude 2000 feet.
Clear to transit as requested, not above 2000, Golf Papa Sierra.
Golf Papa Sierra, be to hold at the bridges initially for tower to cross.
Hold at the bridges, Golf Papa Sierra.
Here we are at Kelty, just off to the left of the M90. This is the point where Edinburgh Air Traffic Control comes into force.
Golf Papa Sierra, radar control service.
Golf Papa Sierra.
Golf Papa Sierra, contact Edinburgh Tower 118.705.
118.705 for the tower, Golf Papa Sierra.
Here's the site of St Ninian's coal mining regeneration project that stalled in 1973 due to lack of funding. And further to the south on your right now is Loch Fitty. We're still following the M90.
Edinburgh Tower, Golf Romeo Mike Papa Sierra is with you.
Golf Romeo Mike Papa Sierra, Edinburgh Tower, good morning, report the bridges.
Report the bridges, Golf Papa Sierra.
Here's the M90, junction 3. Ahead of us and to the right is Dunfermline. And the big building appearing top left is the Amazon warehouse.
Golf Papa Sierra, you can cross the runway 245 the overhead, no other traffic perfect.
Golf Papa Sierra 24 overhead. Is there any chance of a low pass along the runway?
Golf Papa Sierra, Ace, runway 24 in use, so report final for runway 24.
Runway 24, Golf Papa Sierra.
Here on the left is Inverkeithing, and ahead of us is the 3 bridges over the Forth. Here's a longer clip of the bridges as we cross over the Forth. Edinburgh Airport have given us approval to fly along their runway in a westerly direction. So as we cross over the railway bridge, we're going to commence a descent from about 1800 feet down towards 500 feet for our final approach into Edinburgh's airport. You'll see as we arrive on the south coast of the Forth, the Long Craig Pier straight ahead of us. We're just passing North Queensferry now, and as you can see, the water looks lovely with the sun and the clouds reflecting on the water. Here we are now approaching the southern bank. We're getting quite low now, so the fields appear to be moving quite fast. We're probably doing about 120 miles an hour. Look at the colour of the rapeseed as we go past here.
Papa Sierra, cleared low approach and go around runway 24, surface wind 280 degrees, 8 knots.
Clear for a low approach, Golf Papa Sierra, turning final now. thanks for that. Turning onto track.
No Papa Sierra, no problem.
These are the approach lights just before we arrive at the threshold of runway 24 for Edinburgh's airport. We're going to run along the runway at a low height above the ground. And here we are at the other end of the runway, so we're going to make a left turn to get back to south and eventually to east. The Newbridge roundabout is just passing to your right. We're now following the Edinburgh Ring Road round towards the east. That's Dreghorn Barracks on your left.
Edinburgh Tower, Golf Papa Sierra.
Papa Sierra, patch message.
Golf Papa Sierra, we're approaching the ski slope. We'd like to route direct to East Fortune from this point.
Golf Papa Sierra, that's approved.
Golf Papa Sierra.
As we continue our anti-clockwise circuit of Edinburgh, you can see the Edinburgh Royal Infirmary on the left.
Golf Papa Sierra, you can contact Edinburgh radar now 121.205.
121.205, thanks very much for your help. Golf Papa Sierra. Edinburgh approach, Golf Romeo Mike Papa Sierra's back with you.
Golf Romeo Mike Papa Sierra, Edinburgh radar, roger.
Edinburgh radar, Golf Papa Sierra's clearing your zone at the racecourse.
Golf Papa Sierra, thank you. Basic service again, report leaving the frequency.
Basic service will report Golf Papa Sierra. Edinburgh radar, Golf Papa Sierra, we'd like to transfer now to East Fortune.
Sorry, second.
Golf Papa Sierra, we'd like to transfer now to East Fortune.
Yeah, that's approved. Squawk 7000. Good day.
Squawk 7000, thanks for your help. Golf Papa Sierra.
Now we're following the A1. Tranent is on the right, and straight ahead is the site of the former open cast workings.
East Fortune traffic, Golf Romeo Mike Papa Sierra is an RB12 inbound to East Fortune east from the west, 6 miles to run.
These fields are just to the south of the southern boundary of East Fortune Airfield. We'll shortly make a left turn towards the runway that we're going to land on. Here's our left turn coming up. You can see the shadow of the aircraft on the ground getting larger, so we're obviously getting closer to the ground as we approach the airport.
Terrain, pull up.
Turning final 24 East Fortune east.
Terrain, pull up.
We're just crossing the main line from Edinburgh to London prior to touching down on runway 24 at East Fortune East.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Office, joining statement.